Today I'm going to talk about my dissertation topic, which involves FERPA and learning styles. We begin with the problem statement. This study focuses on the concern with FERPA training procedures to increase employee awareness when handling students' personal information. Students' personal information is not only sensitive, but also valuable, which raises the concern when safeguarding their personal information, especially since internal and external factors continue to happen. This is one of many reasons why it is critical to provide adequate FERPA training. It is also important to make sure that workers do not illegally provide personal information to an unauthorized user. Doing so can cause millions of dollars in damages to an organization. For this reason, this study will examine if FERPA training that matches a worker's learning style affects the level of understanding FERPA laws. We now move on to the theoretical framework used in this study. For the purpose of this study, Neil Fleming's learning style theory, known as VARK, will be used. The theory states that people best learn and retain information from one of four learning styles. The four learning styles include visual, audio, read-write, and kinesthetic learners. A visual learner best retains information when they can visualize and see instructions. This can be directions by graphs, charts, maps, videos, or diagrams. An audio learner best retains information when they can hear instructions by listening to recordings or verbal instructions. A read-write learner best retains information when they can read or write instructions. A kinesthetic learner best retains information when they can practice or have hands-on experience. The literature also talks about the concern with protecting FERPA information. For example, Sen and Burrell state that approximately 16 billion in stolen personal information has impacted over 12.7 million people within a year. In addition, the average cost for an organization in the United States per data breach incident is approximately 5.9 million. If we look at the public schools, there are millions of students enrolled every year, which schools need to safely protect students' personal information. And because of this, the government passed the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or known as FERPA. As a result, it is important for public organizations that receive government funding to provide adequate FERPA training. As mentioned earlier, Fleming's VARK learning theory will be used to investigate how a FERPA training that matches an employee's learning style affect their level of FERPA understanding. This study asks two questions. Question 1. To what extent does FERPA training that matches the employee's learning style affect public schools' FERPA compliance level? Question 2. To what extent does FERPA training that matches the preferred learning styles affect employees' awareness level of FERPA laws? The research design used for this study is a quantitative method. This method focuses on measuring statistical numbers and percentages. This method allows to compare the percentage level of an employee who receives FERPA training that matches their learning style, compared to workers who do not receive FERPA training that matches their learning style. If we look at the population and sample size used in this study, it includes at least two public middle schools within the Los Angeles District 8. A convenient sample size of both full-time and part-time teachers, administration, and supporting staff will be part of the sample size. And finally, the methodology used in this study will include 1. A VARK questionnaire, 2. A FERPA audio training, and 3. A FERPA quiz. In conclusion, it is important for public schools to protect people's personal information, and that is why it is important to have adequate FERPA training. As a result, this study will examine how FERPA training that matches a learning style affect the level of understanding FERPA laws. Thank you very much.